Good early morning. It's a new kind of a series.
New adventure.
And you're going to find out exactly why we woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning soon. But for now, we got to go pick up your mom and little sister. So on the road we go. Where are we headed? What's going on? Well, I can tell you that we are doing a first for the channel. We're going on a cruise, and we're going to bring you a whole cruise series, so hopefully you enjoy that. But first, we are picking up Amy and Helen. That's Lauren's mom and little sister. The whole reason why we're going on this cruise is because Amy just recently graduated from high school. In fact, when you saw the solar install video, that was all happening the same week. And so she wanted to go on a cruise for her graduation present, so that's what we're going to do. So we, for the first time on the channel, are going to take you on a cruise. Now, this was a graduation celebration cruise for Amy. That one's Amy, who just graduated the other week. It's been a week now, right? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. What high school? But we are sailing on Harmony of the Seas from Royal Caribbean out of Galveston, Texas. So we just made the drive down. It's about a 5-hour drive. Lauren does it in less. If you saw our Instagram story, you now know why we're saying it's a little bit different. So we actually got to the port a little early, but we're ready to go. The bags are checked. Just a little tip, if you're going to go on a cruise, you want to tip between $3 and $5 per bag for anything you check at the curb, and then carry on. So carry on like medicines, important stuff, your phone, for us, our camera, that kind of stuff. But we're thinking about going to get some food. That's what they're formulating right now. So we're going to figure out what we're doing, and then we're going to get on this thing. So what made you want to pick this cruise for your graduation present?
Let's see, because I've never been on a cruise, and this is a big ship.
Simple. I like it.
And we picked it for her.
So we have made it into our stateroom, and we want to show you around kind of quick, but I'll be honest, I think it's going to be boring showing people around a stateroom.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it my way.
Oh boy. Y'all ready? Remember the 12 days of Christmas?
And before I even say that, I thought we had a queen size bed. Pretty sure it's a king.
It looks like it. It looks like two twins together, so.
Thank God.
I sleep like a starfish.
And you're a space heater.
That too.
And so am I, and I don't like to be touched. So, anyway.
All the things you never
Perfect.
needed to know about it.
All right, we're going to flip you guys around, and we're going to show you our stateroom and the unique thing. And we're going to hold to the very end for the fun part. All right, so I'm standing right in front of the door. This is going to be a rapid-fire, very, very quick stateroom tour. You ready?
Okay.
Let's see how fast we can do this.
Oh, boy.
Ready?
Yes.
It's 106. We're going to be done at 108.
Okay.
So when you first walk in, you have
A door.
Door. Key thingy so lights come on. Light switch. Oops. Toilet. Switch for toilet. Thermostat. Shower. Sink. Toilet. Mirror. Me. Things to store places. Lauren.
Hi.
Bed. Telephone. Side light. Dragonfly. Oh, safe in a closet. Drawers down there. A TV. A magazine holder. That's new. Another closet. whatever that is, nightstand, desk, mirror, storage. I'm assuming in that bottom right is probably a mini fridge. Mini fridge! And couch / chase lounge artwork. Okay, did I do okay?
You did fantastic.
So we have a balcony, but as you can see over Lauren's right shoulder, let's go out there. As you can see over Lauren's right shoulder, it's an interior balcony, which is a little weird, but it's huge. Like it's a good sized balcony.
There's Mom.
And if I can get by, there's Amy and Lauren, or you're Lauren. There's Amy and Helen, Lauren's mom. So we have a Central Park view, which is kind of cool. Also, there's a band literally right there. So there's not a lot to a cruise ship stateroom. They're pretty basic. Honestly, we live in RVs. It doesn't feel as small.
I was going to say it's nicely appointed. It's not too small to us.
So our very first cruise was on the Disney Wonder back in like 2016, 17, somewhere in there. And we were coming from a big house. And I got a little claustrophobic real quick.
That one was small.
But to be honest, like this is bigger than our bedroom in the RV. So because we're used to small spaces, we're good. This is great.
We brought all of our clothes.
I actually brought most of my clothes because I have about a week's worth of stuff and that's it. So anyway, okay, we're going to get a little unpacked and settled in, and then we're going to go start having some fun on this cruise ship.
Have the fun.
Before we do all of that, a few things that we had to do when we first got on. We have a specialty dining package, so we had to make those reservations. Lauren's little sister, Amy, had a soda drink package, so we had to get her set up with some stuff. We need to do some shore excursion things, so all stuff you're going to see very soon. But, you know, when you first get on the ship, you have some housekeeping stuff you got to do. So, but we got all those done. We're going to get a little unpacked once our suitcases get here that we checked. Sit for 5 seconds. Gather our thoughts.
What he didn't tell you is we've already had ice cream.
I've had 2. And pizza.
Sure.
That was lunch. So, okay. See you in a little bit. This is the face of defeat.
This is the face of tired carb coma.
So, as you could see, Jamie's was phenomenal. We had a lot. We filmed some of it. I kind of forgot to film the main.
Oops.
I got excited.
We all did.
So the only thing I filmed were, I'm going to call it a charcuterie board. I don't know what they called it. Meat platter. But it was a charcuterie board. It was phenomenal. Then we had like a truffle risotto, a truffle, what do they call it?
The arancini?
Yeah, the truffle risotto arancini. And then there was also so many things.
The bruschetta.
Yeah, the bruschetta, and then garlic bread, which had something stuffed in the middle that was great.
Butter.
Yeah, and herbs and stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, everything there was good. What did you have for your main?
So we had a truffle pasta.
You split that.
That we kind of split just as a little bit of a side, and then I had chicken parm. It was good. It was a little on the lighter side, which I really liked, but it wasn't the most flavorful thing.
The pasta was?
No, the chicken parm.
Oh, like the pasta was not light. It was a heavy truffle cream sauce.
Very heavy. But no, and so it was good to complement the chicken parm that was kind of lighter.
And I got lasagna, which was not light. But I told her this. That was some of the best lasagna I've ever had. So it was very, very good. And then our server decided as a family we needed all the desserts. Not one, not a couple, not like everybody get one, but you got to try this one for the center and everybody take a bite of it.
Quite literally.
Every dessert.
And you're like, oh, maybe they were like bite-sized or mini, and they weren't.
No. They were huge. So we're very full. I forgot how much you eat on a cruise. So,
But it was delicious.
It was delicious. Okay, sorry. Arm was going numb. So after that, what are some of kind of your first thoughts of the ship?
I really like the way that the ship is laid out. I think there's a lot of places for people to be like on opposite ends of the ship, and that helps traffic a little bit. So I do like that. It's a big ship, and I know you're like, hey, look at the photos. Yeah, it is. It's a big ship. So I'm still kind of getting used to that.
Yeah. It's so, as a little preface, that we've not recorded any cruise line stuff, so hopefully we're doing this video some justice, and not only this video, but this series, because this is new for us. So we appreciate you sticking with us through the growing pains. We're learning how to film in a very close proximity. We're used to being in an RV out in the middle of nowhere where we can kind of do whatever we want. But just so you have a frame of reference, the cruise ships we've been on previously, because you and I have been on 3 cruises. Is this the third or is this the fourth?
This is third.
This is third. So our first one was a Disney cruise out of Galveston, which is where we departed for this cruise, on the Disney Wonder, which was one of their original ships, a little smaller as compared to the other guys. I would argue the right size. And so we've been on a Disney cruise with that. That one hit the Florida Keys.
Yeah, Key West, Bahamas.
Nassau, Bahamas, and then their private island, Castaway Key. And then our second cruise, we went big, was on Norwegian Cruise Lines, or NCL, and that was on Bliss. We were actually on their inaugural cruise, because that...
Second. They had one right before us.
Yeah, okay. It was still part of the inaugural cruises, but we were on the second, actually, passenger crew on that ship up in Alaska. So that left from Seattle and hit all the Alaskan things, and then came back to Seattle. It wasn't a one-way deal.
That was awesome.
So this is our third cruise, our first on Royal.
And we're hitting new ports.
We're hitting new ports. So on this cruise, we're hitting Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Roatan, Honduras. So I think Roatan's actually our first stop, because we're going, we have 2. So it's a 7-night itinerary. We left today. The next 2 days in a row, we're at sea, because we're going all the way to Honduras. And then we're at Roatan. And then we're at, not Cancun, but...
Cozumel, Costa Maya? I don't know.
Yeah, Costa Maya. We're at Costa Maya second, and then Cancun.
Hypothetically.
I keep saying Cancun. It's Cozumel. I'm sorry.
We'll tell you when we get there.
It's Cozumel. They're really close together, though, so I keep calling them the same thing. And then another day at sea, and then back to Galveston. So
you asked me what my impressions were.
Yep.
What about yours?
So I know you said you liked the flow. TBD on that for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like the Bliss was a smaller ship, but I feel like there was more areas to explore. There's a couple of really big areas that has everything. And to me, at least today, which is embarkation day, so that's a little different.
Right.
It felt a little crowded. Yeah. Again, it's embarkation day, so we'll at the end of the cruise, we'll circle back and ask this question one more time on our debarkation day. And see what we think of it then. But so far, I'll say that the specialty food, we've been to one restaurant, has been as good, if not better, than NCL.
Yeah.
I would say the food is slightly better than Disney, but the caveat with Disney is that's included in their fare. It's their main dining room.
Right.
They only have 1, maybe 2 on the bigger ships, specialty dining options. So it's not as big of a deal on the Disney ships.
I agree with that. I agree that the Disney food was good regardless.
Yeah.
And this food, while you had to pay more, I do feel like it was a step above.
I do think it was a step above, and we're going to hit more restaurants. We actually did the dining package for the duration because, shocker, I like food. So we're going to do specialty every single night, and then maybe we'll get your mom and Amy's 2 cents because they're going to sprinkle in the main dining room a couple of nights. So
yeah.
All in all, I think that it's a great thing that they're bringing the big ships to Galveston now.
Yeah.
They just went a big renovation at the port of Galveston so that they could get this ship, because I believe at one time Harmony of the Seas was the largest ship in the world. It's not anymore. I think it's like 4 or 5 on the list, somewhere in there. So I like it so far. So we also have an inside stateroom. So that's the one thing I was going to say is, so far, the stateroom itself is perfectly fine. I actually like the stateroom.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't care for the inside balcony.
But hey, we didn't know till we tried.
No, it wasn't that much of a price increase to have a actual ocean view balcony. And I didn't realize how much I want to see the water. And so like we sat up on the deck. In fact, what you're about to see, the time lapse from up there was from us going up. And so now to be able to see the water, we have to go up or somewhere else that's not our stateroom.
Right.
And that kind of, when you're tired and you just kind of want to lounge, you just walking off your balcony, sitting out there with the water in your hand.
Well, I think the balconies stare straight across at other balconies, so
Right into people's rooms.
right into other people's rooms. That's kind of the downside. I didn't realize that. I thought they might be at least staggered or something,
But we have a lot of cruise left, and this is just video one in a cruise series of a few. I don't know how many exactly. So please join us for the rest of this. We're really excited to bring you a little bit of different travel content. If you're an RVer and you're like, I'm never going on a cruise ship, don't worry. We're going on RV trips.
we're coming back.
Doesn't change. We still live in our valor. We love it. It's not going anywhere. Contrary to last week's videos, clickbaity thumbnail, we did leave it, but only for a week, like I said. So, no, we just wanted to start sprinkling in other things. We have some fun cruises planned already, maybe with some friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Join us next week because you're going to see if we go insane after 2 straight days of at sea together.
We live in an RV. It's doubtful, but this ship is bigger than anything we have at home.
That's true, but our dogs aren't here.
I know. I miss
And
my
if I
puppies.
stay this full, I'm going to be miserable the whole time.
He's going to be miserable the whole time. Cut to that.
Waffles. Thank you guys so much for watching, and to the mom that's not here with us.
Bye, Mom.